Hey everyone, today we are back in the weekly pack. As you hear the music come in, feel free to pause, check out the pack. We're going to have a short 30-second compilation here, kind of a tribute to Troubadour's Tryhard Tuesdays. With all that being said, let's get into it. I'll catch you on the flip side.
Come and set me free. Come and set me free. Come and set me free. Give me what I need. Come and set me free.
Alright, welcome back. We are getting into it. Straight into the main run here after that fun little bonus compilation. As you saw, it's all about the bad dog, the questing beast, which you get the toy for the holy water. You feed the holy water to the bad dog, you get a good dog. So what does the bad dog do? The bad dog, you have an option of two toys. One of them being the Pandora's box. It will give everybody, your team, the enemy team, random perks or ailments. And then as you level the dog up, it'll be a double, triple effect on those perks or ailments. So kind of like a Manticore, Panther kind of action with it. The other toy is the Evil Book, which summons the Great One, the Cthulhu. Does 6 damage, 6, 12, 18 damage to everybody, depending on the level. That's mainly what you saw there in the bonus clips with the Chameleon as well. What a glorious combo. So we're going to get into all that. We're going to see some longer clips of those that intro compilation in the bonus. Here we're getting straight into the main run. You see we have a very high roll given in the start here, which is great because it gives HP. And then I got a bluebird on the team as well. It gives attack. It's kind of a good thing to get cooking in the beginning here. There's a couple lines in the beginning for this weekly pack that I think are very strong and can really help carry you to the end game and set you up for just insane pivots. You're going to see that exactly here. I pretty much ran these strong starts from the beginning. This one's a little bit different because I had the high roll given, but typically it's using the nudie branch. It's the right there, you see it in the middle of the shop, the colorful looking slug there. I was going to make a joke about a naked tree or something, but I don't know. And the other pet to use is the gecko. There's plenty of toy options, starting with the Cuddle Toad you see in the shop there. And then you have the one that gives popcorn on the left, the Vervet, I believe. And then you have the puppy, tier 3, of course, one of my favorite toys. Start getting the scaling going. So between the nudie branch and the Vervet, the nudie branch and the gecko, you can have two strong units that kind of carry you, honestly, throughout the whole early and mid game into the late game. What you can also use is the frigate bird, which I have on the team here. Unfortunately, I didn't get the combo going in this run, but you use the frigate bird with the ambush. So the ambush will give spooked an attack to the unit ahead. The frigate bird will override the spooked with a rice. And now you have a rice on that unit. So you basically use it on units that you're going to sell and pivot. And then it gives you more gold for that pivot when you're ready. So kind of all works out perfect with that setup. What you can also do instead of the frigate bird is use the unicorn with the ambush to get a little bit of scaling. Essentially a permanent 2/2 scaling per turn on whatever unit is in front of the ambush. It's just a solid way in this weekly to try to get a little ahead of the curve in a weekly where, yeah, there's not too much scaling in the early mid game. Not too many, even not great food options to even throw. So these runs here, I was very much focused on setting up for the pivot for the good dog, bad dog. I got heavily focused on that immediately after the blind weekly runs. I believe there was one team, I think it was the team I lost to in my first blind weekly run, I went back and watched the replay. I was like, that's crazy. Like, this team didn't look that strong. I kind of missed all the stats being thrown out. Yeah, I think it was a good dog elephant seal team. So that's what we have for the main run here. I think that's like the highlight of this weekly, is essentially getting a good dog, which will throw a bunch of perks out with a bunch of elephant seals. Elephant seal, when it gains a perk, it'll give the whole team stats, and it doubles in battle. So the good dog gives perks in battle. It's kind of the perfect combo. And I think in the intro compilation, I had the quadruple Ellie Seal good dog combo. This main run is actually kind of a mix. It's kind of a mix of everything. We use both dogs. It's a very fun run. So I decided as the main run, it's kind of good to show, one, the big pivot, right? Like how I'm carrying these units through the mid game to the late game. Eventually, I'm going to sell off the whole team and then do something crazy. So I wanted to show that process, but I also wanted to show kind of the synergy. You don't have to just go bad dog, just go good dog. You don't have to go evil book chameleon. You can do a combination of things, and that's what we're going to do here in this main run. It definitely all builds up to this pinnacle where you're like, yeah, this team's going to win very, very easily. I could easily probably just end turn. The team will win. But then you get a thought of like, maybe I can get something going. Maybe I can have some fun with this. And this run was actually the first run that I got. All like the bonus clips and everything you see, everything came after this run. This was the first solid run I got. And I'm surprised it stayed as the main run. It kind of shows how glorious, I guess, it was in my mind. I'm sure some of you might see some of the bonus clips or some of the other ones and be like, yeah, that'd probably be a better main run. But like I said, I wanted to show kind of the mix of you don't have to do it one way. And they're all very strong, whether you go evil book, whether you go good dog Ellie Seal, or you can go like Pandora's box with Vampire Bat, right? You can just throw a bunch of perks and ailments. Hope you get at least 2 ailments on the enemy team. That's going to trigger your Vampire Bat. This game here, I figured I'm going to keep the Frigate Bird for the whole game. It's great because they can't essentially weaken our team. And then I just need some sort of ailment for the Vampire Bat, and we're going to win. And we have 5 trophies, 5 hearts on turn 9. So all we've done is draw, which is fantastic. It's the best thing you can do when you're trying to make a crazy pivot. So I figure, yeah, it's probably best if I just get this Phoenix on the team. Phoenix, not the best to use with Vampire Bat, but not the worst, not the worst. What's the best to use with Vampire Bat? Frostwolf, probably one of the best. I think Weakness, just probably the best ailment in general. Stuff like Tasty, Sleepy, not good with Vampire Bat, but I think some of the best ailments as well in the game when you consider like different ailments from stuff that weakens. I should say weakens HP, because the Sleepy weakens the attack. Yeah, very strong options in this weekly. Just kind of making a general note on that because, yeah, I'm sure I'm probably only going to have one other weekly video. I'm trying to kind of get back to having a little more variety, diversity within the video pool here. And unfortunately, not getting the level ups I want. It'd be interesting to see if I passed up any bad dogs at this point. But I guess I figure, yeah, we have the hearts to spare. I could probably like scale this team to the moon. And I think at this point, maybe I considered go all in on the scaling and maybe we can go for like a 2 or 3 squad win. I was doing that. I was hoping to have some of those clips in here. I guess there's the Chameleon Bad Dog 2 squad Marty clip. Could have gone for a 1 squad Marty. 1 squad Marty? A solo Chameleon with an evil book? I don't think I went for that yet, but here you go. The pets show up, so you need the questing beast first, basically, to cook up a holy water with the Holy Grail. And then you want to bring a bad dog, or already have a bad dog on your team. And then obviously you don't take the toy initially. on the bad dog. We just want this holy water to cook. So you see at this point in the run, I am committed to throwing, which is very, very rare in my runs. But when you're doing something like this kind of build and the run is in this position, I am such a fan. Like, I fully support this. I mean, throw any run you want to, right? You're just helping your opponent. I mean, I don't think anybody can ever really get mad at someone throwing a run intentionally. Usually you'll see this kind of thing done for achievements when you're like rolling for chocolates, trying to get a level 3 before you win. But yeah, in this case, I'm just trying to roll for elephant seals, bad dogs, chameleons. I don't know. I know we're getting a good dog at this point, so elephant seal is probably the most important. But I knew that wasn't the only thing. The only problem with chameleon, as you saw too there, is it's kind of hard to bring in chameleon right away when I'm going to make this a good dog. So I have to find another bad dog first, and then maybe I can bring in another chameleon. So it's kind of a whole method to the madness. If you get a good dog and you find a bunch of elephant seals, great, that's your team. Put all the elephant seals in separate, you're good. If you maybe only find one elephant seal, but then you find another bad dog, it's like, okay, well, I can get another toy going, and then maybe you find a puma, or maybe you find a white tiger, right? There's certain things you can plug and play with this when you're going for these teams here. And I figure level 2 poodle we absolutely don't need, because if we get this cooking, it's going to provide all the stats we need. It's pretty funny. Level 2 tier 6, turn 14. Nope, it's gone. I'm going to keep this tier 2 and the Phoenix Vampire Bat obviously just carrying me for now. I skip a bad dog. So that shows you right there, the fact that I skipped a bad dog and I freeze a puma. What am I doing? I think I just missed the bad dog, to be honest. I must have just missed it. Because I am extremely surprised. There's another bad dog I skip. I am shocked right now. I am absolutely shocked. Like I said, I got this one before all the others. So that really shows. And there you go. There's the first interaction with it. It's already proving to be very strong. This team has a huge level 3 Spiny Bush Viper. I respect that. I think there's a better way to use it. We saw it in the bonus clip. We're going to see it longer coming up here in a few minutes. The Spiny Bush Viper is such a fun combo to use with the bad dog. So there's a bad dog. Let's see if I see it. I still don't see it. I guess I figure the Phoenix and Vampire Bat is so strong. So now it all shows up. Here we go. Here we go. So yeah, you can take the Pandora's box when you have the elephant seal set up. And it's great. You're kind of just banking on the RNG that those elephant seals are going to be hit by perks and not ailments. But even if they are, it's okay, because I did not expect this, but I believe the good dog will trigger after every time. And it makes sense. Toys trigger first. I didn't put it together in my head until I saw it. But yeah, there you go. The toy triggers, both elephant seals get perks. The good dog triggers, replaces everything. Did the chameleon act? So is chameleon activating at the start of battle and not on feint? Oh, because the toy is start of battle. Okay, it's end turn, copy the toy, and if the toy is a break toy, it'll activate on feint. I kept getting confused by that. But it makes sense in my head now. Hopefully it makes sense in your head as well. And this run, shout out to Grounded Sap. I felt very proud of this run being a reject scaling run. Not only a reject scaling run, I forgot to put the reject scaling audio in here. Oh, I put so much time in the intro compilation and the editing. Yeah, I spaced out, but there you go. In all of its glory, we get 2 Pandora's box triggers. We get 2 good dog triggers. The elephant seals, only 2 of them level 1. They go crazy. On turn 16, we win with all base stat units and very, very low base stat units. It felt so good. So here's actually a great example of what I think is one of the strongest Cthulhu or Great One teams you can have, Evil Book teams. Use a chameleon or the nudie branch. right, to get scaling on it, carry it to the late game. If you use a Cuttle Toad into a Great One, the Cuttle Toad will reduce the HP. Obviously, you can use any kind of ailment. Weakness into Great One is incredible, but I think this is such a cool interaction. The Cuttle Toad will reduce the HP of the last two enemies and give them Inked, I believe. But yeah, you see me sell down to the 2-squad Marty. 9 trophies, 3 hearts remaining, turn 13, so it's a lot quicker win than usual. And Chameleon level 2, Cuttlefish level 2, Evil Book level 2. So we're going to get 2 level 2 Great Ones, essentially 2 12 damage snipes on everything. It should be absolutely devastating. Like, I don't think there's any team on turn 13 that's going to get through this. There's not great summons in this pack. The only problem is if our HP gets reduced on our Chameleon, then we don't get the second Cthulhu. So that Chameleon has to survive the first Evil Book, that 12 damage snipe. And that's why we have the Melon. Kind of works out perfect. And look at this. We get level 3 Chameleon. It's too perfect. I'm crossing my fingers just saying, please, please let this work. And I don't even think, or maybe this was the one from the bonus clip. That's right. I'm getting confused now. I didn't even do so many of these runs. It just kept working. All these clips you saw, like, these runs are almost back to back to back. It's kind of insane how well it worked. And here you go. Level 3 Great One. Unfortunately, their whole team's pretty much dead already, so we don't get to see, like, the absolute carnage. But man, it felt so, so good. So let's see what else we got. It's just like the main run. We have Pandora's Box into Good Dog. 2 level 2 Elephant Seals. I mean, look at this. Look at this. And it's 5 trophies, 2 hearts remaining. I could have made this the main run, but here's the thing. It would have been a very, very long run because you see we're at 6 trophies, turn 15. I guess not too much longer, but I was so proud of that main run. Just the pivot we did was insane, and the low base stats, the reject scaling. So those are the main reasons. You might think like, wow, this is the run here. That's absolutely insane. And yes, I agree with you. This is it. And this is my achievement run. I was so proud of this one. You see all the stats go out. Our Good Dog's 50-50. It's turn 15. It's not even close. We have made a complete mockery of the weekly pack yet again. There's the achievement. And when I hit that, I thought I already had this achievement because I had ran Bad Dog, Good Dog teams before. It's funny, I should have looked. I did not have a video out on them. I thought I did, so I kind of assumed I already had the achievement. And you see here, it's turn 7. We just sold the Bad Dog. Oh, so this is the 4 Elephant Seal team. Okay, I thought this was a mix again of an Evil Book Good Dog team. So I was like, man, why wasn't this the main run? But yeah, it's not the main run just because, yeah, it's, that's it. That's it. You saw it. It's just going to keep happening. Turn 16, a whole 50-50 team. And it's hilarious because I got to this point and I was like, oh, I've done it. Like, this is it. You see I have the chocolate and the tofu frozen. I was like, I don't need this level 2 Ellie Seal. So I'm only like increasing this base stats on my team, which I don't necessarily want. But I was like, screw it at this point. Like, why not? Why not? And here we go again. We're just going to sit back and enjoy it. Just going to sit back and enjoy it. And yeah, you get Peanut still. Peanuts from the Good Dog, which is amazing. I mean, Peanuts, especially on a high statted unit. I don't think you can get much better other than Coconut. So with all that being said, we're going to ride off into the sunset here pretty shortly. So let's see what we got for the final bonus clips. We got a Bad Dog run, and we have the Spiny Bush Viper. So I believe it's going to be kind of a normal Spiny Bush Viper, maybe a level 3 Spiny Bush Viper, Bad Dog Evil Book run. And then I think the double Spiny Bush Viper will be the last one. I think those are some of the best uses of Spiny Bush Viper ever. I would have made those like main run videos, but it's using the bad dog. That's kind of the whole theme of this video. So I'm going to try to find something else to do for my next weekly video. I have a couple ideas. I don't think anything's going to top this though. So if you hung around this long, as you see, we get our achievement. Let's freaking go. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this weekly. Which iteration of these teams was your favorite? As always, have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.
Sweet delight, you are my lucky charm. I hold you close in the night in my arms. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day, in the light of day. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day, in the light of day. Sweet delight, you are my lucky charm. I hold you close in the night in my arms. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day. Sweet delight, you are my lucky charm. I hold you close in the night in my arms. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day, in the light of day. Sweet delight, you are my lucky charm. I hold you close in the night in my arms. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day.
My head in my hands, listen up, says my teacher. In front of the class, He says if you're not a believer, off-reviews, that's on you. Better shape up and pay your dues. Off-reviews, that's on you. I'll be on a flight soon to Vienna, singing ooh. Gotta know all this propaganda, how do you do? Better getting with my own medicine for you. Never gonna make them think I'll stand there. For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. Hand like John, all let loose. Don't mind if I do. For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. Hand like John, all let loose. Don't mind if I do. Free as the wind and as strong as a piece of amber. Give me a breath like the fire you'll soon remember. Ooh. I'll be on a flight soon to the end. I'm singing ooh. Gotta know all this propaganda, how do you do? For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. Hand like John, all let loose. Don't mind